Same, but as long as you don't score the second, then you always have to fear. And so they only need one chance then. And we conceded only one chance in the whole game. We conceded only 2 chances in 2 games, and we create a lot of chances. So I think, and that in the 3rd game in 6 days. So I think big credit to the team and team performance. 2 really good results, showed really good, great mentality, character, and so we're happy with that.
With those back-to-back home wins, how big a step do you feel that you've taken towards sealing the place in the top 4?
No, it's game by game, and we know where we are capable of, and you see this team is still improving. I think today, it was brilliant football. First half we created so many chances. Midfield was playing really well, where a lot of speed and direct play in front. The only thing, was we have to be more clinical, score more goals.
At the same time, it appears there might have been a blow. I appreciate it's early after the game, but just how is Marcus Rashford? How serious does the injury look? It appears it's a groin injury, is it?
I can't say in this moment. You are a doctor, maybe. I'm not.
You just saw his
but we have to wait how bad or how good it is. So obviously he went off with a complaint, and now we have to wait, set the diagnosis, and then we can see.
Harry Maguire afterwards is talking about him needing to take responsibility whether he's on or off the pitch. Obviously he keeps the captaincy, he doesn't play that often in the Premier League. What kind of influence is he on your squad?
I think it's not that easy for Harry. And then if you then deliver the performance he did today, really well done. In and out of possession, dominating and dictating. And that is my demand on him, and he transferred that to the pitch. I think this is a different Harry Maguire what I've seen in the first weeks, months. He's taking so much initiative, dominating his opponent, stepping in, bringing passes. So really great performance from Harry.
Erik, just wondering, I saw your quotes on TV. Just you thinking that the Rashford issue is quite bad, and with Martial, how important is it for him to be scoring a Premier League goal for the first time this year?
No, I think I'm not worried about that Martial will not score. So you're really a lot emphasizing Premier League, but I think West Ham United and Fulham for the cup are also Premier League opponents. So I don't see the difference. I think even in the cup they are even more front foot and more ambitious to win the games, because that is often the pathway to quick success. So often those games are even more intense. But Martial, when he's fit, he will contribute. No doubt, we have seen it already when he's on the pitch. It makes a difference to the team. See Man City, see Liverpool games. Now we have to keep him fit, and he has to keep himself fit, and then he will contribute, and then he's a threat for the opponent. And he's the one. He can be clinical.
Sorry to follow up, Rashford as well, you seem to suggest the initial feeling was it didn't look good. Is that fair, with the injury?
Once again, you are a doctor.
Do you know something?
No, I know. Sorry. Also, I think when I ask now the doctor, I get the same answer.
Fred.
Erik, regarding Bruno's positioning, he's been recently playing deeper. Is it a temporary fix due to the absences of Eriksen and Casemiro, or is it something that we could see more of him?
Bruno?
Yeah.
When you miss players, you have to find solutions as a manager, as a coaching staff. So then you are looking. So in the moment, Casemiro, Eriksen, when they were available, there's no need to bring him down. But in the moment you miss them, then you have to find a solution to bring up the game from the back, to get the build up in, to get progressing the ball to attack. Then we found the idea to bring Bruno down more deeper, and he's doing brilliant. I think he's playing there really good games.
Jonathan.
Erik, I think when you were asked on TV, you said we have to protect the players with the schedule. What's your solution to that? Because you're in so many competitions. Is there anything that can be done?
Yes, that's true. And some things you can't avoid, but this was avoidable. Huh? Why is the Premier League giving us the late Sunday night game and giving us the early Saturday game? And I think it's not right. Then, yeah, you run the risk. The players can't recover that quickly, and we know all the science research will give you that that players need a certain period to recover, and if it's more after each other, then it's accumulate. So then they run even more the risk. So yeah, it's also part of the part of the shadow that we are now we're finding ourselves in this situation, and now we can only pray that he is not dropping off.
Last two, Jamie and Phil. Jamie.
Erik, I take your point about the schedule, but isn't it also to do with you don't really have any backups for Marcus? You've not been able to rest him as maybe another manager, with a deeper squad have been able to. Is it not also about the lack of depth in your squad? The fact that he scored 28 goals for you this season. You have to play him right at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't think not any manager on this stage of the season will rotate so much. I think so. I know that's why this is the toughest league, and in all the in all the leagues and competitions where we were in, and then you need a squad to rotate to a certain point. But this was avoidable. It was not necessary to set the schedule like we have now, and then I think other fact is more important than the sportive element, like protecting the players. Because also, let's say this: today we have seen a very entertaining afternoon, but players can't do it so often when they are not fresh. We're creating a lot of chances, but missing the chances is also part of it. That is a lack of freshness in the final moment, and the run of and the risk of injuries. And I think we have to protect the players, and that is also in the interest from the total football, because everyone, the audience, want to see great football, and then you need to have your best players on the pitch. Or
Last question, Phil.
You suggested at the start, until you scored the second, you're always going to be fearful. Suggesting as well that once you got the second, you would be in a comfortable position. Can I ask why, when you did go 2 up, and given your hectic schedule, and given Marcus is so important to you, did you not take him off?
I had that, of course, I have that consideration. Fair question, but yeah, in that moment, as you say, you want also Anthony Martial just coming back. You want to bring them back in routines, in togetherness, because I think when they are together, then we have two, I think, goal-scoring players, clinical players who can finish games, and I think that is what we need in the final stage of the season to be successful. So that was the reason we kept them on. And the other thing is there was no indication at all. When there was an indication, when there were complaints in the last days or in this game, of course, then I would have taken him off.
Oh yeah, obviously I'm not suggesting that, but the thing is you want Martial on there because you can see the two of them playing as twin strikers when Martial's...
Exactly.
So you wanted to give them a run out together?
Yeah, it's developing a team is also work on routines, work on cooperations. So yeah, you want to see them together, to bring them together in the situation where they can getting into routines, and what will give us benefits for coming games.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.